So we just came back from the restaurant and our windows are smashed. Boom. Be careful with parking your car.
As you guys could see, everything is being blocked off. But what you guys could really see here is that we have the military, we got cops, we have FBI agents. What do you think is going on here? You tell me. They won't let us in our house.
治安が悪く、公共交通機関さえ安心して使うことができないロサンゼルス。前回の動画では、今のロサンゼルスの状況を紹介しました。しかし SNS 上では、ロサンゼルスの治安悪化を発信する投稿が後を絶ちません。今回は、前回のせきれなかった現地の人たちの声をまとめました。ご覧ください。
Babe, LA is so disgusting at times. I have lived here off and on for over 10 years. I rarely go for a walk, but when I do go for a walk, I'm in Fairfax right now, so Fairfax and Beverly. It's just disgusting. I mean, I don't know why sometimes I see tourists, like families with their book bags, walking around here. I'm like, what the hell is around here? Why are they even around here? Maybe they think it's a very walkable city. It's not. You gotta have a car if you're gonna visit LA. And then if you go to Hollywood, Hollywood is absolute garbage. Walk of Fame is so dirty. There's a lot of homeless, or as we call them here, unhoused. Unless you live here and have friends here and know where to go, the right restaurants, the right bar, you're not really gonna have that much fun here.
If you're planning on moving to LA, know where you live is going to be safe. Like, you always have to be on guard and have like some sort of protection either in your house or on your house or whatever. So Ellie and I live in the suburbs. My girlfriend and I live in the suburbs, and we live in a gated community right off of the highway. And basically over the weekend, a neighbor stopped me and she told me that the other night somebody's house got broken into, somebody's condo was broken into. This guy comes from the back and sees that this guy's door isn't locked, like his sliding glass door. He breaks in, he steals a bunch of stuff. The guy's like sleeping the whole time. Thankfully nobody was injured, nobody got hurt, because nobody saw this dude. And then he proceeds to go out the front door, which leads into our condo, like our main community area. And he tries to break into somebody else's condo, but thankfully it's locked. And so he couldn't do that. But then he just wanders around the hallways, stealing all these Amazon packages, FedEx packages, whatever he could get his hands on. And then he leaves. But thankfully our condo was locked. I don't know if I hope to God that he didn't try anything with our condo, but it still like sends chills on my spine, because what would we do? You know, like Nala would have freaked out. I already know that. And she would have woken us up. And then what? What would we have done? We don't have any form of protection in here. It's just my girlfriend and I. And it's just really scary because we live in a gated community, mind you, with 24-hour security. So we're super fortunate to live here, but at the same time, it's just, it's so scary. So just stay on guard if you're trying to move to LA, or if you're thinking about moving to LA. You can live in the safest of the safe, and you still need to be on guard, and you still need to have some sort of protection.
Message for the girlies in Santa Monica. I work in Santa Monica. I usually wait for traffic to die down and walk around the promenade before I like drive all the way back to Hollywood where I live. I'm walking on the promenade and I had 3 separate men come up to me and essentially give me almost the same pickup line. At first I was like, do I just be looking good? But then I was like, by the third one, I was like, this is really fucking weird. So let me tell you what happened. So the first one, I'm walking into a store and a guy runs up from behind me and gets in front of me and was like, hey, I saw you and I just thought that like you looked really nice and I would like to talk to you. And I didn't really know how to respond to that or get out of it. And he was like, do you have a Swedish background? Because I'm blonde with blue eyes, I guess. And I was like, no. As I'm coming out of the second store, same thing. Somebody comes up from behind me and goes, you're really cute. Hey, like, I'd like to meet you. I walk into a third store. I come out. A third guy comes running up from behind me. And this is where I start to get weirded out because I'm like, why are these people running from behind me? Like, I'm not walking past them when they see me, they stop. Like, it's all 3 times have come from behind me and gotten in front of me. And they were all dudes, age 18 to maybe 40, like all different ages. And same thing, he's like, hi, I'm blah, blah, blah. Do you have like a German background? And then I'm like, huh. And I go, actually, you're the 3rd person to come up to me and ask me almost the same thing. And I said, it's really weird. And he kind of looks at me like, and I was like, I have a boyfriend, have a good night. And I walked away. And then I thought, that can't just be a coincidence, right? I couldn't have just had like 3 dudes all run up from like, but is it like a trafficking thing? Also, I'm a girl alone on the promenade in a populated area. So I thought it was interesting that since I was alone, I got approached 3 times and none of these men had anything with them, had anyone with them, and they all seemed to like come out of absolutely nowhere. Has anybody heard of anything like this in LA? I know there was a girl that said stuff was happening at Century City, but I don't know.
調べてみても、車内荒らしや強盗、ひったくりなど様々な被害を受けた人たちの発信は多く、ロサンゼルスでは事件が多く起こっていることが伺えます。綺麗なことだけを正確な情報と捉えずに、これからもいろいろな側面からの意見を紹介していこうと思います。ぜひコメント欄で今回の動画の感想やご意見を聞かせてください。最後までご覧いただき、ありがとうございました。